Hey everyone, and welcome to Aniki, the podcast about animes with two brothers. I'm Ben.
And I'm the Body Republic.
Are you?
The Body Politic is what I meant to say, but it didn't end up that way. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
You ruined everything. We might as well just shut down.
Yeah, shut it down.
Start all over.
All right.
Yep.
All right, so this week on Aniki, we are talking about Hyoka and JoJo. We are starting over, right? Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah, let's do some cute mysteries.
All right, I do love mysteries that are cute.
Where JoJo solves the mystery in two punches.
In his lovely hat.
Oh, ugh.
What,
I forgot about that hat until just now.
It's his mystery solving hat. I hear it's called a deer stalker cap, by the way. A deer stalker cap.
That sounds way more cooler than generic hipster hat.
Well, he didn't have a hipster hat. No, it was like a Sherlock hat.
I was thinking of his riding cap.
Oh,
the little jaunty one that he has when he's in his car.
Oh,
but I remember now the one with the flaps.
Yeah, the one with the flaps. It's called a deer stalker, from what I understand. From what I have been told.
Interesting. Do you have any anime-related news since last time?
I continue watching animes. Have you given Keijo a try? A spin?
Surprisingly enough, I have not given Keijo a try yet.
Shocking, to be sure.
I know.
You don't want to watch them mush fatty parts against each other?
Not particularly.
I don't know what you're doing with your life, but I think I've made wiser life choices.
I think that this particular genre of using sports anime to do fan service is very demeaning towards women because it objectifies them via points.
You're not
puts
wrong
them
there.
on a point scale. If you just had straight up hentai, there's no points. There's nothing there. No one's getting scored.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
except the pro tag.
Yeah, I was gonna say different definitions there, but these still occur.
Yeah.
Have you watched anything from this season at all?
I tried to watch Flip Flappers.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, it kept spazzing out on me, so I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. I really wanted to watch it, and I will probably watch it soon.
The ending theme is phenomenal. It continues to be really good.
Really?
Oh, yeah. This week's Thursday's episode was a horror-themed episode, and it was very creepy.
Oh, good. I like creepy.
Well, because they're always going to different, like, little fairy realms, so each one's different. They've done a Mad Max one and a horror one and a couple others.
Now, is that classic Mad Max, or is this like Fury Road Mad Max?
A little bit column A, a little bit of column B.
With
a little bit of Fist of the North Star thrown in for good measure.
If I can see a show where a teenage high school girl punches a dude in the face and then his body explodes.
And then he's already dead?
Yeah.
I don't think that happens, but I mean, it's a very good episode. Let's see here. Is there anything else worth... I mean, JoJo remains real good. Quite good.
That's still Diamond is Unbreakable, correct?
Yes.
Yes. With Josuke?
Josuke, yep. It is Josuke this time.
Hooray. I got my future JoJo's correct.
With Crazy Diamond.
Crazy. Who is Crazy Diamond? Is he interesting?
Yeah.
Is he a pillar man?
No, Crazy Diamond is his stand, you numbskull.
I wouldn't know.
Ugh. Yeah, that's right. You don't even know what a stand is.
You're right. Well, other than the fact that mine was something about amazing fashion.
Yeah, well.
The only anime thing we did since last time was the wife and I finished Arakawa Under the Bridge.
Oh, yeah, I've heard mixed things about that. Some people really, really like it. Some people find it too lolso random.
It is both. It's definitely both. It's very surreal. Very surrealist humor.
That's what I've heard.
It's definitely not my cup of tea, but the wife enjoyed it.
Oh, that's nice.
If you're watching it for any kind of plot, no. It structures itself kind of like Nichijou did, where every segment is its own like little thing, or you expect it to be a joke.
Yeah, but it's just like a little surrealist scene.
Yeah. The first 6 episodes are probably the funniest. And then after that, it's just sort of the same jokes over and over and over and over and over.
Rehashed. No, that's fair. I continue watching Natsume because Natsume continues to be good.
Good. Yeah. Good.
Have you still not tried Natsume?
No.
Well, you should. You would enjoy it, I think. Maybe? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Natsume Yujincho. His book of friends.
He has a fat cat?
He does. He has a very fat cat who's a giant wolf yokai.
Why is he a cat then? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he was stuck in a lucky cat for a very long time. And So he's just kind of done that.
So now he identifies as Fat Cat?
Yeah, well, when he's not his grandmother or him that one time. We'll not worry about it too much.
Okay.
Suffice to say, he can change form, and sometimes he's his grandmother.
That's different. Okay. I did find one show I might watch.
Oh? Is it Keijo? It's Keijo, isn't it?
It's not Keijo.
Why not?
It's Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but I put it on my list so I didn't forget about it.
Yeah, I saw that when I was looking through stuff for this season, but I was like, it sounds like it's just going to be like a bad Madoka or something.
I mean, it could be a bad Madoka. That was my first thought. But on the other hand, maybe not.
Looks like it's being dark for the sake of being dark. Or I mean,
just
that's not
always bad.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. I thought I might give it a shot.
Give it a whirl.
One episode.
Give it the old 1-2.
I mean,
the old
these girls are really cute, so maybe we might end up in a gunslinger girl situation. You never know.
It'll just be pandering, I'm sure.
Everything is pandering.
You're not wrong.
Everything is pandering. Everything is high school and moe.
Yeah.
And terrible. Why are we doing this again?
I don't know. Anime was a mistake. You saw my tweets.
Yes, and I saw Miyazaki.
Yeah, well.
He also
thinks anime was a mistake. Well, otaku culture is a mistake.
Definitely.
More or less. I don't know. There's some shining moments.
Well, speaking of shining moments that were also mistakes, I was actually talking to a guy who doesn't know anything about anime culture.
Okay.
And he had mentioned some guy with a beard cross-dressing. And I was like, oh, Sailor Bubba.
Oh, sure.
Sailor Bubba's a thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's disgusting. A guy dressed up like Sailor Moon. I'm like, no, he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
He just wears a wig. He's a bouncer sometimes. He even has a bobblehead.
Yeah.
He's weird, but he's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing like Man-Faye. He's like,
oh,
what?
Yeah.
What is a Man-Faye? I'm like, here, look at this. This is what we call an abomination.
Aha. Yeah, we're going to some old school otaku culture here too. Yeah.
Yes. Apparently he's still doing stuff. The old
really?
Man-Faye.
Fascinating.
At least he's been showing up to conventions as of the last 2 years. He hasn't given up the ghost.
Well, maybe he should work on that.
Maybe he should wear pants.
Look, pants are for simpletons, okay? I mean, come on.
He's expressing his inner fae.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, why don't we punch some things? At least once.
Let's punch some things.
Well, let's punch.
Okay. So this week we're going over One Punch Man episode 3, The Obsessive Scientist.
I like these title cards.
Why do you like the title cards?
I don't know. I just like that they're very like old school, tons of kanji, and they don't tell you exactly what happens in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching a good deal of tokusatsu lately, and they just straight up tell you what's about to happen. Kind of like Sailor Moon. Old Sailor Moon just sort of tells you what's happening in the episode. Ball Z.
Yeah. Yeah. What happens in this episode? Vegeta dies.
Well, that's nice. Thank you for calling your episode Vegeta dies. At least I know what I'm getting in for. I mean, there's an upside to it, which is...
I mean, to be fair, this particular series tells us what's going to happen in every episode.
That's true.
Right up front.
He's going to punch him generally once. Or successive normal punches. Consecutive normal punches. That's what it is.
I like this opening because we're getting more backstory.
Oh, I love how backstory heavy One Punch Man is for no reason. It's there to just to act so much like a shonen that it hurts, and it's
in
so
particular this episode, or at least this particular backstory, doesn't make sense.
Well, why not?
Well, it's the standard, he was a scientist. He was revered by his peers. Yeah. And then he went mad. Obviously, he's the bad guy now. Yeah. I mean, long and drawn out, but that's the short of it.
Long and short of it is, I'll show them all. Yeah, no, we know. He's a scientist.
But the explanation given here was he was super genius.
Yeah.
He made a bunch of contributions to human knowledge.
He did.
But he felt himself distant from everybody else.
Yeah.
And then he was shunned.
Yeah.
But we didn't really get a transition from A to B. It was just, he's shunned now, so he goes mad.
Well, I think he was shunned because nobody would listen to his ideas about evolving the human race instead of...
Well, we get that later, but we don't get that here.
I mean, we sort of get it here. Just like nobody took his ideas seriously. They gave him awards for his papers, but everybody was like, oh, that's cute that you can do some gene manipulation. No, we don't want to do that. That seems like a bad idea. And he's like, I'll show you a bad idea, Mosquito Lady.
And he did.
And yeah, he did. Or Gorilla Man. Or Shining Lion, or whatever his name was.
Well, I do like how his solution to no one takes me seriously, I'm going to go do the entire plot of Blue Sub 6 or Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
But that's not completely what we get out of this episode, though. It kind of goes in a different direction.
Instead, we get, my own clone, now neither of us will be virgins.
What?
What? You don't know that meme?
I don't know that meme.
How do you not know that meme?
I'm scared to ask.
Own clone. Now, neither of us will be virgins. Yeah, it's Dr. Eggman, if I recall. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, it's a classic meme.
What the hell?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a meme. There's tons. There's one with Starfire from old Teen Titans being, my own Schlor Black. Now neither of us will be Flatix. That's my favorite one to quote. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My own clone. Now neither of us will be virgins. Yeah. But yeah, to tell me that is not what this guy basically does. He's like, I'll show them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll make my own lab with blackjack and hookers, and all the hookers will be me. I will be my own hookers.
You've ruined everything.
Well, he cures aging, and then he's just like, we'll just everyone's hot, and they're all me. Good plan. We did it. We did it, guys.
I actually did like the twist where he turned himself old, because it sort of, you see the dude go mad when he looks like you saw him in the last episode.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh no, he actually got really old before he figured that out. So he's like 80 or 90 years old by now.
Yeah.
I like that little twist. I didn't really see that coming.
He's now a bajillion years old.
Yeah, his teeth are about to fall out.
I like the twist where this whole backstory has been given to us by the monkey, who is acting super serious again. And Saitama is getting bored of it again. He has no time for these complex backstories. Mostly because his backstory is, I trained for 3 years. But we may get to that later this episode, on how he was able to do that in just 3 short years.
Yeah, I just really love the buildup of this joke. We get the typical...
this whole cold open.
Yes, this narrator giving us that you expect that, you expect that. But you've forgotten, since last time, all about the monkey.
Yeah.
You've forgotten about his silly robot voice.
And I love how Genos, right, his cyborg pal, Genos, his cyborg pal reuses Saitama's own line, being like, look, dude, he's a busy guy. Can you please summarize it in 20 words or less?
So he learns
Can we get this going? Come on.
He's a good student. Genos.
Yeah, he's learning well, which is don't waste people's time. Let's just get this going. He's like, okay, yeah, go over there. Yeah, all that matters is that Genius just wants your body for science. Well, first he just says he wants your body, and Saitama's like, dude, I'm not into guys. He wants you for your body. So not interested?
Yeah, not really my type. But okay, sure.
It's like, no, you misunderstand. He just wants to steal your DNA.
Oh. Well, whatever. I can deal with that.
He's trying to steal your seed, Saitama.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, well, I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
I can't
You
really.
You can't, because I'm right.
But I do like how Saitama here has decided, you know what, we must deal with this right now.
Yeah, literally right now. As he starts walking off into the distance, being like,
what, really?
And Genos is like, what, seriously? Like, right now? He's like, yeah, I don't want to be late for this sale that's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, there's a giant sale down at the Konbini, and I need to get in on that.
Which is funny, because normally the hero would be always like, yeah, let's go right now. But that's, for some reason, Genos sees that as weird.
Well, I think it's because, again, like One Punch Man does this weird thing where it's putting like this ridiculous situation in the real world. And in the real world, you wouldn't go right after somebody immediately because you'd have to plan a little bit first, right?
Would you? Or would you just go in punching? I think most of Marvel teaches us that they would just go in punching.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look, this is like Super Sentai style world, or even better, like this is DBZ world, right? So what do they do in DBZ world when they find out where the main bad guy is? They go into a hyperbolic time chamber for about 18 episodes before we get anywhere close to that. And I imagine that's what Genos was imagining.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw how hard a time he had beating up Mecha Gorilla there.
He did. It was very difficult.
And we saw how not time it took Saitama to destroy Shining Lion or whoever. It doesn't matter. Beast King, I think, was his name.
He busted in his ceiling. He had it coming. So did Mole Guy.
Oh, that Mole Guy, dude.
Poor Mole Guy.
Harsh. So they head off to...
Whoa. Now, hang on. Time out.
Yeah,
Let's take a moment to appreciate that Gorilla has a satellite dish in his head.
I do love that, mostly because it means half of his cranium is empty just to allow room for this teeny tiny satellite dish. Because you know, Mecha Gorilla here is like, oh, I should probably contact home base and make sure that Genius knows who's coming and why. So let's do this thing. So this little cranium pops open. There's just a little satellite dish. That's very good.
His whole head just for that.
It's a teeny tiny satellite too. It's not even big.
But yeah, they head off to the House of Evolution. This evil looking building filled with bishis set into the side of a mountain.
Oh yeah. I like how they get there. I'm a big fan of how Genos assumes Saitama can fly. It's like, what? No, people can't fly. It's like, dude, people can't also survive all the crap you do.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Okay, yeah, I'm hanging on.
So as they are running to the place, right?
Yeah, House of Evolution, sure.
Did you notice what they ran by?
Oh, yeah, they like run over a bear.
So not only do they run over a bear.
Okay.
The bear's roadkill, but above him is a sign that says, please beware of bears.
Well, they did. They watched out for the bears.
This bear is just completely destroyed.
They ran him over. It's like a deer Xing. That bear got zinged. It was a bear zing, and he got zinged. What do you want from him?
He did.
Can't win them all.
Poor bear.
Poor bear.
Poor bear.
I like the difference in the running styles, too, where Genos is definitely like the cool guy, ninja sprint, and Saitama's just running like a doof.
Well, he's had a lot of practice.
Running like a doof, yeah.
Running like a doof.
But they wind up at House of Evolution. Saitama sizes it up, and it's like, oh, cool, 8 stories? Man, this is going to be fun. We're going to go through 8 stories of traps.
Kablow!
Oh, I'm so happy. Hey.
Yeah, Genos just levels the place.
Just
like in just one
levels
shot.
it.
It's gone. That and the mountain behind it, and several miles beyond that.
He just powers up and just blasts him. And
it's all
Saitama's like, why would you do that? It's like, well, I figured it'd just be the most expedient thing to do. It's like, yeah, but we could have at least seen what they had planned. Like, come on.
That was actually kind of mean.
It was mean. You gotta put some heart into it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is just a hobby for Saitama. So I mean, he wants to go through the motions. Like, come on.
You gotta get to the place. You gotta infiltrate the place. You gotta corner the bad guy and find out his grand plan.
You can't just blow it up. Come on,
and then
man.
you punch him. But thankfully, that was not the real entrance. There was actually a basement.
Yeah. Because down in the basement, good old Genius has locked away the coolest named bad guy ever, Carnage Kabuto.
Carnage Kabuto, the best.
He's a giant Hercules beetle that looks like a pillar man. He's all chained up. He's the strongest fighter of the House of Evolution.
Yeah, they have put all of their talent combined into creating this monstrosity, who thanks them by like just destroying every last clone that he can find. He's also probably the most grotesque guy we've seen so far.
Yeah, he's pretty gross.
It's not only that he is like just this massive mound of muscle and what I can only assume is carapace.
Yeah, he's got a lot of carapace.
But he's just got an ugly face. He's
he's not a handsome man.
Thug Yakuza face.
Yeah.
With the big lips.
Yeah, buddy.
He's gross. I do like how he realizes that he's the new human that the professor has been striving towards. Like he's pushing humanity to a new level, and he is the ultimate creation.
But the one thing he lacks is humanity itself.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Carnage Kabuto like punches a couple of his clones to to splat to puddings and then is unleashed upon Saitama.
Right.
Is the long and short of this.
So he goes out to destroy the intruders.
Carrying Genius with him, which I love.
Well, I like how the suit has somehow protected this particular clone. I assume he's the original.
Yeah, I think he's the original.
Because he has a suit.
He's Genius 1.
Yeah, they run down the hallway.
They have a short conversation because, Carnage Kabuto sees both Saitama and Genos there. He's like, okay, so which one do you want me to capture? He's like, oh, the one on the right. It's like, oh, okay, so the one on the left doesn't matter. And he just like runs by and slams Genius into the wall. Just destroys him.
Yeah, and Saitama's reaction is great because he's like, oh, dude, Genos, why are you in a wall now? That's weird.
Dude, you turned my friend into modern art.
This is unforgivable.
Like, why would you do that?
You run over here, you turn my friend into modern art. Let's kung fu fight.
All right, let's go. Like this showdown is going down. So let's make this happen.
So they head on down to the giant training room type thing because the hallway is too constricted for the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have a giant combat room. Every evil scientist has to have one of these.
It's enormous. I think the whole entire outer building that Genos destroyed earlier could fit cleanly inside this one room.
Easily,
just a giant white room.
Now, Carnage Kabuto starts posturing a bit. Saitama's ready to rumble, but somebody's here to ruin his day.
Yep, it's Genos. He's still alive. He's good, and he needs to prove something to himself.
He's gonna give it the old college try. And this fight sequence is sweet because he just comes right in the door, does like a full circle around Kabuto's, blasting him with fire. But well,
it's kind of all for naught. He even does this amazing attack called machine gun blows.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Where he just with his fire hands just starts wailing on the guy. And nothing happens.
Oh, no.
Kabuto just sort of swats him away, and he ends up landing
in Saitama's arms.
In Saitama's arms.
Oh, like a little baby.
His face is cracked. One of his eyes is
Saitama's
missing.
Like, dude, you don't have to try so hard. But no, he does. He powers up for one more flame attack and just gives it all he's got, and Kabuto's just blows the fire out with his breath.
Not only does he blow it out, he blows it back on them, and we get this amazing fire sequence.
Don't worry, Genos. Look, you're just here to make Saitama look even better. That's really the only reason you're here. Like, come on.
I think the best part right here is Saitama has watched his friend get beaten up, destroyed, his fire thrown back at him.
Oh, yeah.
And through all that, he's like, dude, just don't push yourself. But when the fire hits this last time, he's like, Genos, are you okay? Oh crap, your head. He has a fro now.
yeah, he got all puffed up. It's really good.
This giant white fro.
This whole sequence is filled with great gags.
Yeah, he's like, if you gave Genos a fro, you must be really strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He is so ready. Saitama is so happy. He's like, you've gone and gotten my hopes up. All this posturing, I'm very excited for this fight now, because maybe you'll actually give me a good challenge, a good run for my money. And before that happens, we get another sweet eye catch.
Yeah, it's Kabuto actually blowing the animation
fire out. Yeah.
So we come back and we find the professor walking down the hallway doing more backstory.
I love it. I love the show for just being like, look, you gotta know everything about these villains. There's a whole lot of build up for a whole lot of one punch.
Well, this guy is talking about how, when I was a kid, I thought I looked down on everybody because everyone is below me.
Yeah, basically what I got from this is that Genius here is basically Nakamura, but decided to make horrible monsters instead of being a horrible monster.
True. I could see that.
Am I wrong? He even thinks everyone around him is just some sort of noisy, under-evolved cretin.
That's true. Although Nakamura also created her own monsters.
You're not wrong there.
And monsters by proxy. So I would give the Monster Maker award to Nakamura.
Well, I would do that as well, just because, as we all know, the truest monster is man.
And not Kabuto.
Not Carnage Kabuto. I do love Carnage Kabuto.
One is much uglier.
Especially when he goes Unit 01 here in a minute.
Yeah. So we get this whole thing. We actually, now that I think about it, you mentioned the EVA 01, which I caught.
Yeah, because we keep getting flashes of Tree of Life, too.
Yeah, we get the Seraph Tree of Life thing going on. This is very EVA, this episode. Even the big room.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Unit 00 is smashing its head into the wall.
Well, I mean, this whole show is an homage, a loving...
to all of that stuff, yeah.
A loving homage to just all of those. This is kind of like... This show is very Gurren Lagann-y.
Yeah.
But it plays up the humor aspect higher.
Somehow.
Yeah, exactly. It's more self-aware than even Gurren Lagann.
So our professor finally fights through the pain because it's nothing compared to the pain of being a teenager.
Yeah, apparently. I like how, so in his backstory, we get that he came up with this plan when he was like 15, and this is the most 15-year-old plan ever, where he's like, I'll show them. I'll just make a race of super mutants, and I'll be the best, and it'll be the best.
I'll be my own god.
And he's thought of this for like 80 years. Dude, get over it.
Go outside. Get some air.
When I was like 13, I wanted a Gundam to conquer the world. Yeah, I'm still not on that plan, dude. I have moved on.
That's too bad. You should really get on that.
I guess that's the difference between normal people and supervillains. Is if I were a supervillain, I would still be on that plan, obsessing about it somewhere in a garage. And here in about, 50 more years, I would just bust out of there, suited up, ready to rumble.
Your confession there makes me wonder about Elon Musk. Is he secretly planning to just make a bunch of Gundams?
Taboo.
So we get back to Kabuto.
Yeah, let us do that.
Because we've had this big long thing about the professor walking down the hallway, and he gets to the end of the hallway, and then we forget about him and go to Kabuto.
Yeah.
Kabuto is all like, you're small fry, I'm going to crush you, you're stupid, who cares?
We get some sweet posing.
And then he rushes up to Saitama, like, really quick.
Here we go. We're going to make this happen.
And then he goes in for the kill, and he's like, oh, crap.
And he literally bugs out.
Yeah.
He's got tiny wings.
Oh, yeah. He's half beetle.
He's got teeny tiny wings.
Kabuto is a beetle. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
He just rushes up, is about to smack open Saitama, and then he's just like, wait, no, I do not want to be a part of this. And he just buzzes away. Goodbye. Yeah. Just buzzes all the way to the backside of the room. And Saitama's like, hey, we were going to have a rumble.
Well, what I love about this is he gets really upset. Like, he's visibly sweating. Like, if I had actually attacked him, then I'd be dead. He's not wrong.
You are not wrong.
You can see his fear. He's looking at Saitama. You sort of see Saitama from his perspective. And we have all these speed lines that are very dark and contrasty. And it sort of pans up over Saitama.
And his face is amazing.
What's up with you, man?
It's like, dude, what's going on? Why you gotta be like this? I just love his face. Yeah. Just all this like dark aura, and it's just his regular like mob psycho like derp face. He's like, hey,
I thought we were gonna fight.
All my instincts are screaming, sending danger signals, and he's just like this dopey dude. Like, hey, we were gonna have a fight. Come on, come back. I just wanted to have what with the punches.
So at this point, Saitama's like, okay, do you really want to know?
Well, hold on. You've skipped over the fact that everybody in the room is like, please, how in the world did you get this strong? Everybody is asking him this because Kabuto starts and he's like, how the hell did you get so strong that I am terrified to even touch you? And Genos is like, oh, I need to know the secret too. And even Genius from outside is like, I must know as well. How have you surpassed all the rest of humanity? How did you do this?
Who are you? Saitama asks.
Oh, yeah.
Because he sort of just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To Genius. Yeah. No, I love that. It's like, I guess you're the boss here.
Who are you?
I'm used to like fighting game bosses where, the guy who's the strongest is the boss. All right.
So do you really want to hear the secrets?
Oh, yeah. We get some sweet shots of like actual like serious Saitama face, and it's really good.
And then he lays it out. He lays out his entire secret for becoming the strongest man.
Yeah.
And it is 100 push-ups.
Yeah. Okay,
100 sit-ups.
All right, writing that down.
100 squats.
Oh, okay.
And then a 10K run.
All right.
Every day.
That's just like normal Strength training, dude.
No, it's different. It's the best.
Well, he has a little speech after that too.
Yeah. So we actually get this training montage of him actually going through this, and he's like, he does add some additional details, like eat 3 meals a day, and a banana is actually okay for breakfast.
It's very good for breakfast. You should do that.
And then I love this tiny visual gag where he in his speech says, "Never use the AC or heat to strengthen the mind."
And it
shows this picture of his AC heater unit, and it just has a thing clipped over it that says "Save money."
Save money. Don't use it.
So use this.
He's also like, always do it, no matter what. Never skip a day. Be dedicated. Always, always, always do it.
Even if you're bleeding from your eyes, just keep going.
Even if you're doing push-ups and your arms are making those weird cracking sounds. It's like, dude, that's not healthy. Just keep working out until your hair falls out. Also not healthy. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. And then he was bald.
And that's how he knew he had arrived at the pinnacle. I like how halfway through this montage, you get him like, oh, I started to get stronger finally. And there's a building with like a perfectly monster-shaped hole in it where he's thrown a monster through it.
Yeah.
I can only imagine this is like 1.5 to 2 years in.
No, he actually says after 1.5 years, this is what happened.
Ah, yeah. See, there you go.
So I was already punching monsters through buildings.
Well, you know, it happens.
This is how you have to get strong. This here is the secret. And no one is impressed.
Genos the cyborg is like, dude, that's full of crap. Like, come on.
Yeah,
that is normal strength training. Not only that, but it's pretty light normal strength training.
What's funny is he's actually describing not normal strength training. Like a normal person doing that in a day is kind of excessive. And it's actually
not if you want to get
realistic.
swole, Ben. Not if you want to get swole.
I guess.
And by
he didn't
swole,
mention protein
I mean
powder.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Yeah, but it's interesting because he says a actual realistic training plan to actually become strong, and no one listens to him. Like, no, you have to have a secret. Like, didn't you eat too much crab, or become an evil genius, or drink a potion or something?
To be fair, I think even if you did all that stuff while you would get pretty strong, I do not believe you would be able to withstand the things that poor Saitama withstands.
That's because you did not train until your hair fell out.
Either that, or all of these monsters are actually really undersold.
Maybe.
But I find that unlikely, considering the things that they are able to do.
But this angers Kabuto.
Carnage Kabuto is, he is so mad. He's like, seriously? Like, no, that's dumb. And I was afraid of that. Like, you aren't even stronger than anybody. You're ridiculous. So he hulks out. And by hulk out, I mean goes like Berserk 01 on us, because he even turns purple and green. And
he turns purple with all these giant green lines.
Spikes and teeth.
And then a giant horn out the front.
Oh, yeah, he is ready to go. Carnage mode.
Yeah.
The whole room like goes on crazy lockdown and closes up and red lights start up. Like it knows what's going down, which is nothing good.
He gives Saitama a speech where when I get like this, I go crazy for a whole week. And I won't stop killing till next Saturday.
Till next Saturday, I'm just gonna go on
killing
everything. Rage.
Killing rampage. I'll kill you and I'll break out of here and I'll kill everyone in town all week.
For a whole week from now until next Saturday, because that's a week. Today until next Saturday. And Saitama's like, oh no.
Oh,
I
know.
And then he starts
then he gets like destroyed.
He
gets punched. He gets thrown around this room by just insanely large fists.
And this is great animation. This whole sequence is great.
It is. He's getting thrown into walls.
He ping-pongs around a bunch too, like a pinball machine. He pinballs. Oh, it's very good. All the time, Saitama's like, no, seriously? I have messed this up. I cannot believe I have let this happen. Oh, me and my hubris. I have made a giant mistake.
And if he'd go on a rampage for a whole week. Till next Saturday.
Next Saturday? A week.
That means...
And a week from now is Saturday. That must mean today is
Saturday. Which means...
That's the day of the sale.
I've missed the sale!
And with that, he punches Carnage Kabuto, the one time. And after getting the crap kicked out of him, like a mock Sonic, a million punches with him just going sheen, 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 sheen. He splats against the wall. And the whole room goes back to normal. And Saitama's just very upset.
He is so sad. He's so upset with himself.
He missed the bargain at the supermarket, Ben.
The bargain. Everything's ruined.
It's like missing the Black Friday sale.
The best part of this scene is the professor's like, why? What's happening?
Why is
and
Saitama
Genos
so
is
upset?
like, oh, I think he's mad about this. And he
still
hands
has
him the
little
flyer.
poster for the sale.
And then he walks over to Saitama. He's like, hey, the sale doesn't end till 10. You still got like 4 hours.
If we run, if we go real fast, we could make it.
Let's go.
He's like,
let's do it.
Good. I love this shot because in the frame on the right, you have Genos consoling Saitama, being like, we probably still have time. In the foreground middle, we've got Genius holding the little flyer. And to the left, we just have the feet of the now defeated Carnage Kabutos.
Yeah. Sad.
Poor guy.
So yeah, they bust a hole in the wall.
He got so far.
And then they head out.
It didn't even matter. Yeah. Well, Saitama punches a hole in the wall and then they leave.
Yeah. So, and then we get the end credits. That's it. Like that's the story right there.
That's how we end.
So let's recap real quick. At the beginning of this episode, we got this very, very long backstory about the professor. Then after we got back from the eye catch, we got a very long thing about the professor and why he's gone mad.
Yeah.
And then in the end, nothing happens. He doesn't get defeated. Nothing happens to him. He's just left alone in a room.
Yep.
He didn't do anything.
Nope. Oh, I love this show.
Oh my goodness.
This poor dude.
He
does realize that maybe he shouldn't have tried evolution, but maybe because during Saitama's big long speech about how to get swole, he says that, all this is all very important. And the greatest thing about being human, you don't need superpowers or super evolution. The best thing about being human is you can change yourself. And Genius at the end is like, maybe I should have been the one to change.
Except he doesn't say that. He just lets snot drip out his nose.
Yeah. Well, he thinks it.
You hope. You assume, maybe. So, we get our ending theme song, and then after that, we get a little bonus scene.
Oh, yeah, the guy's cleaning up the...
Yeah, there's a bunch of dudes from some sort of agency cleaning up what Genos did to the outside building, sort of just turning rock into dust.
Yeah.
And apparently they are after the young cyborg.
Well, at least hunting him.
Yep. They're after him for something. So, next episode is the Modern Ninja tells us from this episode, what was your best?
Ooh, what was the best? I don't know. Saitama being really upset that he missed his sale. I like that. It was a good gag. It was very good. Though the gag at the beginning, no, that's who I'll give my MVP to. Never mind. No, keep going.
Okay. My best personally was the long jokes. We had two really good long jokes that had long setups.
Oh,
the first one was the cold open, and it turned out it was Gorilla talking.
Yeah. And the second one is him getting beat up and finding out that it's...
The sale is today.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for the long setup. The long walk for a short drink is always a good one. I mean, you've heard my story about time paradogs. I love those. That's great.
I enjoy those as well, as long as I can't figure out what's coming. Oh, yeah. It's got to be a surprise. What was your worst?
Who is my worst? What's the worst? We do spend an exorbitant amount of time on the guy's backstory.
Yeah.
The first one is fine with Armored Gorilla, but we don't really need the second short one with him talking to himself.
Especially since nothing happens to him.
Yeah.
There are no consequences for any of his actions other than he lost his bugs and his clones.
Well, and his entire facility is pretty much toast.
He's still got Mole Dude, I assume, is alive, and they didn't kill Gorilla.
No, it wasn't Mole Dude. He had a sweet name. It was like Subterranean Dragon.
Oh, that's right. My worst was Kabuto's speech. Like, I don't really like that really guttural Yakuza talk.
Sure.
It's just kind of, just the combination of that, which is just kind of gross to hear, and his face
really like?
It's like, ugh.
Well, that's fair.
Which adds to the fact that he's a creepy giant monster.
Giant bug monster thing.
Ugh,
yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, well, what do you do?
Don't like it. MVP.
MVP, Armored Gorilla.
Really?
Yeah, for giving us that sweet, the sweet backstory at the beginning, and then having the foresight to contact home base.
Right. He has a thing just for that.
That's the only reason Carnage Kabuto was even released, is because they got the advanced warning from Armored Gorilla. Good job, Armored Gorilla.
Good job, Gorilla. My MVP was Genos for rocking that afro.
He did. You're not wrong. Yeah, no, that looks sweet. He was good.
I personally think he should keep that the rest of the time. Looks pretty good in it.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that would be good. He would look good in that.
Yeah. So there we go. That was the Obsessive Scientist, who was very obsessive about telling us about himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Gorilla. Everyone was obsessed about telling us about him.
Well, he's an important guy. I mean, I'm sure he'll be back here in the next story arc because he just seems so important to the whole endeavor.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. He'll definitely get back.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that way.
Never. He's gone. That was it.
Seriously? You don't?
Yeah, that was all.
No, I mean, come on. Like, seriously. No, he's got to.
Nope. That was it.
But he seems so...
Next episode, Modern Ninja.
The Modern Ninja.
The ninja who is of today.
Is it Naruto? It's just a Naruto episode, isn't it?
I can't say no.
Okay.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us to leave comments or suggest future silly topics, you can contact us on Facebook or Twitter at Aniki Podcast. Or if you'd like to know more about the show and hear past episodes, check out our website at aniki.fm. See you next time on Aniki.